gorgeous gals, welcome back to Contour Image, where I help you create confidence through your image. My name is Sharon Ports. I'm a California licensed esthetician, and today we're going to be talking about one of my absolute favorite products that I love and I use just about almost every single day. Now, you know, if you've been following this channel for a little while, you'll know that I really talk a lot about hydrating the skin and how important it is. And I have certainly noticed how important it is when living in a dry climate. But even if you are in a pretty humid place, every once in a great while, you'll still want to hydrate your skin, because hydration for the skin is extremely important. Like I said in many of my other videos, it can help with a lot of things. It can help, you know, bring back the life to your skin. It can give a glow. It also helps transport, using the water in the skin will help transport the vital nutrients in our skin to help just heal up our skin and look great, and it helps with fine lines and wrinkles. And so it's a big deal. And so this is one of my favorite products, and I'm going to share it with you. And so this product right here is actually, it's amazing. I love it so much. It is the Super Cica, I don't even know if I can say it right, Daily Quick Mask. And what I like about this is that it comes from a Korean company in, of course, South Korea. And they, if you've ever noticed with North or South Korean products, they are huge on hydration. I don't know if you notice, if you really pick it out, it's a lot about hydration. So they are on the right track on it. And what I love about these are a few things. Number one, they made 30 of them in here, so you can use them daily if you need to. So they'll last you for a whole month, if not more. But they made it like, I never thought about this. Like, this is the crazy thing. It's not like you just get them in those one little packets, you know, and to use them, you have to open that up and use it, and they can kind of be expensive. They're like $2-3, maybe more, depending on what's in it. They get kind of expensive. But these, they made it so that they were like pretty good darn dang deal that you can purchase. And they make it like you'd use like baby wipes or something. Like, they just come out like they're all packed in here, 30 of them. And I was like, how come I didn't think of that? That is such a great idea. And I'm glad that they've made these. So these I really, really praise. The other thing about it too is a lot of times when you use the other masks, you kind of have to kind of rinse off your face, you know, maybe rub it in first, kind of let it sit, but then you wash it off or something, or rinse it off, I should say. Never use soap. Use water, because we don't want to wash away any of the good stuff that we just put in our skin. So, but normally you have to kind of rinse it off and wipe it off or something. With this, you can just let absorb into your skin. So what I mean by that is you would put the face mask on, and then you would, you know, let it sit. I let it sit for at least 10 minutes. And I use it in front of my steamer for various reasons. I'll explain that in a minute. But then when you take it off, you can just kind of rub it all in and just kind of let it absorb into your skin, which is great. So it's not like you have more rubbing off. And so I wish I had known about these a lot sooner. And so I just love them so much. And so it also has, it has a Cica and the aloe and green tea, which is great because it's very calming and soothing. This is actually from their sensitive line. So there's nothing in here that will have any extreme effects into them. It's really just to, again, calm, soothe, and feed your skin with water, basically, and other nutrients, antioxidants and everything. So this is really good. And this just proves a lot as to why I'm saying hydration for your skin is an absolute must. It's another thing too, there's sensitive skin lines. If you ever notice, sensitive skin lines have a lot of products that have a lot of hydration in them, because it's what the skin needs. If you have sensitive skin as well, I forgot to mention that earlier, you really need to hydrate your skin. Use soothing, calm ingredients, but those also naturally hydrate the skin too, because it helps give your skin that extra oomph that it needs to protect itself. And it needs that water to do so, because it sends all those vital nutrients to the skin to be able to protect itself. So, you know, you don't want to look like a raisin. Hydrate. You'll look much better, much healthier, happier skin. So quickly, I want to discuss some of the main ingredients that are in it. So this is Cica. I really don't know how to say it. I want to call it Cica. I don't know, but I think it's Cica. It's actually a short word, or like an abbreviation basically for, I don't even know if I can say it, Centella acantisa. I don't really know how to say it, sorry. It's an herb found in parts of Asia. It actually looks like a little green clover, just round. Instead of having the little hearts or anything, it's more round and it looks like a little clover. It's a calming, it's great in calming for eczema, psoriasis and flare-ups. It's helped healing superficial burns. It's sold in sensitive skin lines worldwide, and it helps to kind of stimulate collagen. The other thing I want to mention is a little while back, like a good year or so, I did notice somewhere like right around here on my forehead, I believe it's a small little like dot basically of eczema is what it kind of looked to me. And as I've been using this, it's actually kind of healed it, like it's kind of gone. For a while it would be there just a little bit, but I've noticed it's completely gone, completely. So it does help with some of those things. I can't say this is going to be a healer if you happen to have eczema, but it is well known to be used for that particular thing. I'm sure something like this might even be in possibly some medicated ointments or something, but I'm not sure. I haven't really looked and I'm not a doctor, so I really can't say. But just as a side note. So it also has green tea. I love green tea, not just to drink it because I love drinking it, but in skincare. I love green tea in skincare. I used to use a cleanser that had green tea and I loved it. I used to love it so much. I just haven't been able to get it lately, so I just, you know, yeah. But green tea on its own is also anti-inflammatory as well. It's antioxidant, of course, and helps protect from sun damage. Now, this is not going to be something that's going, you know, you still need to use sun protection. You still need to use sunscreen. But it kind of helps work with it a little more. But it's not going to be as potent and used as well as sun protection, as sunscreen. So please don't use this as a form of like not using sunscreen, because you're not going to get the results you want from that in that case. It just kind of boosts it maybe a little bit more. It's also a natural moisturizer and hydrated, and it's great. And it's also used many times as a great skin toner. So it's just great for the skin in general. It has great products. It's hydrating, and that's another reason why I love it. I love hydrating products. It's huge for me. So yeah, that's great. It also has hyaluronic acid, which I will talk more about this in some other later video sometime with hyaluronic acid. But hyaluronic acid can take up, I believe it's 10,000 times its water weight. Now I know there's been some backlash on it, which is why I'm going to make a video on it as well. But naturally, hyaluronic acid is a great thing to keep in the skin in order to keep that water in the skin. And there's also ways around with using hyaluronic acid, because if you hadn't noticed, some people talk about how it's kind of drying for the skin, but there's a way around that, and it's because they don't really know how to do it. So I will explain that in a later video, so stay tuned. It also has tea tree leaf extract. So tea tree is usually used for things like acne. It's great for spot treatments and things, and they'll put those in products for that. It's great, but it's not, it's also a leaf extract, so I think it's different from, it might be somewhere else that they get it from the plant, not, in fact, I don't really even know where they get the tea tree normally, if it's from leaf or if it's just from another part of it, I'm not sure, but I think it's from another part where it's not gonna be like, since, you know, it doesn't even have the smell of tea tree. By the way, yeah, that's another thing. It doesn't even have really a fragrance of any kind of scent. That's the other thing I forgot to mention. It's great for that. It doesn't have, it doesn't really have a scent. They do not perfume it. If there's any kind of scent, which you really don't smell, it's just from just the products. And it's possible the small bit that I might kind of smell a little bit from at best would probably be that tea tree. But it's great. This is great for all skin types. I would definitely suggest this for every oily skin type, combination skin type, dry skin type, and normal skin type. Definitely every skin type can use this. So just be aware of that. It also has a specific mushroom. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. I think it's a Japanese mushroom. I can't remember, or Korean mushroom maybe. I'm not really sure. Not really sure. But it just says kind of mushroom on there, and I didn't really look up the whole deal for it. But the mushroom, because there's so many mushrooms out there, but the mushroom that they use is anti-inflammatory. It's also it also inhibits pain receptors, so it reduces like any pains. Another great reason for sensitivity and everything. And it also reduces redness, sensitivity, and irritation in the skin. Another good reason why I would use it for sensitive skin, but just all in general, everyone can and should be using this, really. The only people that I would say probably wouldn't be able to use it is if someone's allergic to aloe, because it does have aloe. And yes, there are some people that are allergic to aloe. I know someone, I met someone that was, so it was a little, it's kind of hard to get good skincare products because aloe's in like everything. So it was a bit of a challenge for me to deal with that. So, but I do know. So I would say more or less, unless you're allergic to any of these products or any of the products that might be in it that keep it, keep it together and everything, then those would be the only people I would say don't use, but everyone else should be able to use this. Thanks again for visiting me here at Contour Image, and remember to stay beautiful for life.